Welcome to my channel, Tribe, and any newcomers. This is going to be a reading relating to the divine feminine energy. Well, that came out of nowhere. There's like a moth or something flying in here. Crazy. This is going to be a video pertaining to the divine feminine energy. Understand, no matter your gender, the gender you've taken on in this experience, you have divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy if you are divinely awakened, okay? Other than that, it's just masculine and feminine energy. We all still have it. So this is going to be from the divine feminine aspect of you, irregardless of gender. Okay, we're going to definitely let this be divinely guided. I haven't really set in stone the way in which we're going to do this, but I'm definitely going to incorporate some things that I've created. I think it's time to do that. So, as we know, take what resonates with you, leave the rest on my table for who it's for. I absolutely love and appreciate you guys, and let's tap in. Divine blessing, guide this reading. Help me to convey all that needs to be said in a way that is understanding, are able to be understood by those who it is for. Allow this to be great. Allow this to be healing. And let us all learn something from this. Thank you. I think we're going to start here with these. Okay. I'm excited to use this. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of like a rune reading, but there's a lot of different things in here, so let's see what we get for you. It's kind of loud, guys. Sorry. Let's see what we get. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, this here, this is a call to get out into the natural energies of the world and allow this God-given transmutation energy to do just that. Transmute lower emotions, energetic cords, a lack of clarity, a lack of being raw with yourself. This here is the call to allow yourself to get out into nature, to become one with the energy that you were blessed to be surrounded with, the divine energy that is in all things. This is the call to really allow yourself to go out there and connect with nature and allow it to carry your burdens away. Even if you want to look at it from a scientific standpoint, it's been proved that grounding is very beneficial to the body, the mind, the spirit. You know what I mean? This here is about, again, becoming very transparent with self, with life around you, with the people you encounter on a continual basis. You see how it's just clear? It's just nothing. It's being very authentic, very transparent, being true to yourself and your genuine nature. And really allowing yourself to act in accordance to the standpoint of, I am a spiritual being having a physical experience, not a physical being who has spiritual experiences. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. So when you have these spiritual occurrences, it should not be foreign to you. It should not be something you fear. It should not be met with resistance. Okay? Feminine, you also have the one. Back to that oneness again. Oneness with self. This is also the start of a new chapter here. And I do feel like it's the start of my hand is shaking. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's the start of a new chapter here where every step you take is being taken from a standpoint of what's best for me before others. Because if I do not serve myself, I cannot serve others. You know, and again, once you transmute any lower vibrational things and achieve complete oneness with self, it has no choice but to open new doors. You've reached a higher plateau within yourself, right? So it would have no choice but to create new opportunities. Now, whether or not you seize those opportunities are always entirely up to you. You know, how you relate with nouns around you here with the 3. Not only that, but how and what you create moving forward. If you're coming from a place of authenticity, doing what makes you feel proud, what makes you feel good, feel right, what helps assist you in transmuting lower vibrational thoughts, pattern, karmic ties, connections, you know what I mean? If you're doing all these things, then the tribe that comes with it should be in accordance to that. You can oftentimes look at your surroundings and the way that life is unfolding around you to show you what else needs to be purged within you, because you're ultimately creating what's displayed around you, right? So if you are present and allow yourself to cultivate new ideas, new ways of expressing, new ways of transmuting things, new ways of partnerships and all these things, if you're operating in a place where new, look at that, 1 and 3 is 13, death, transformation, complete change again. If you're operating in a way where you're not resistant to change, you're not resistant to being receptive to what life has to offer, right? Including the still things in life, you know? Everybody's so used to being fast paced, right? Honor the things in your life that are still, that bring peace, right? Through that fast pace, you can get a chaotic energy, but through stillness, you can get peace. And through peace, you can get depth, transformation, oneness with self, harmony with spirit, right? This here is all about someone coming in with very strong abilities or means of support. Whatever it is that you need externally, this is the energy coming in from an external force to really help you. This is all about help in whatever form you need that in. And I do feel like a part of the reason why this help is coming in now is through alignment. You know, through no resistance, you get, you receive, right? This is that blessing at the end of the day. Over time, you guys will kind of learn what they mean as I'm explaining them, but this is beautiful. You know, this is absolutely beautiful. So this is what we have here with those. Okay, feminine, let's get your external energy. This can be anything external to you. And again, I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm going to pick up on it intuitively. It doesn't matter what the interpretation of the card is, because as we know, every deck of cards have a variety of interpretations. So I allow myself to be in the energy, not the book. I love you guys. Wow, this continued to come out in your pre-shuffle, so it's very significant, and I'm almost wanting to take it. Okay, I don't fight spirit. I am going to take it. We're going to clarify these, of course, but we're going to clarify them with a different set of runes, okay? This is external energies, guys. And I do feel this energy here as it being whew. It does feel like it's a person, guys. Masculine energy, as this is a feminine read. So it could also be your masculine side creeping in. It could be someone else, you know, that you're dealing with that's more masculine in their ways or expression. You know what I mean? Is this all we're getting here? I felt like it was one more. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. If we don't get anything else, then that's all that we have in the external energy. 2. I mean, and it's not like it's not enough said. And 3. Oh. Ooh, with the child and the maze. Oh my god, that was so strong in your pre-shuffle as well. And I am going to honor them, and I'm just going to put them over here like that. So, oh, I thought we'd have 1 jumper, but we have 2. Oh, that's cute. Oh, nip slip. Okay. Wow. Kind of a lot more than I expected to come out in the external energy, but okay. What am I getting here? It's interesting because now that I think about it, I couldn't remember what your bottom of the deck energy was here, but it was also the sun. And we have the sun here still, but we have the moon here, which kind of ties this one in. An obstacle or a redirection. I feel like there's a masculine energy here. If this is the masculine within self, you've kind of dialed back the dominance in your masculine energy, and you're taking a more soft, feminine approach, while yet very wise about it. This is the matured feminine energy here. This is the less matured masculine energy here. I don't really want to explain more. I just want to give you the message. What I feel here is that and a part of the reason you've allowed your masculine energy to take more of a back seat is because you're in this energy here where you just want more truth. You know what I mean? A higher sense of divine intel, following divine guidance, learning how to detach emotionally from what doesn't serve you. You know what I mean? There's an energy here where, again, this is a feminine energy. You're really using your feminine energies wisely at this time. It's this energy where you're tapped into spirit in order to navigate your way through transmutation, cutting cords, disconnecting from what's not serving you, maturing your energy. That creative energy, that feminine energy is the creative energy, right? That's what I'm feeling, especially with this circle here. There's such a heavy influence on feminine. I mean, this is a feminine reading. But if you're watching this, you really have to use that feminine, clear-minded, cultivative, able to surrender, knowledgeable, wise aspect of yourself. That's really the energy you're going to need to operate out of now, because there's definitely going to be some sort of communication that's going to be coming up. Look at that, my throat chakra is going ham right now. There's going to be some form of communication coming up. They're bringing me back to this masculine energy here. Whether or not it's a conversation you need to have with the dual aspect of self or someone external to you, there's a conversation that's going to need to be had in the future, and you're going to really have to pull from your divine sense of self. Very nurturing, very delicate with yourself or this counterpart here. But there's honesty, there's truth, and wisdom that's going to have to be conveyed. There's, again, that transparency, that oneness, you know. And this is external, and this, this writer is always someone that's coming, is also information that comes from an external source. Intuition is an external force coming through within, you know what I mean? If you're going to your oversoul, your higher soul, your divine connections, then that's coming in external, but through self. You get what I'm saying? It's channeled through self, but it's from external beings. You know what I mean? How is this? If this is an external, if this is an external person, we're gonna get a rune here on how they're feeling. Okay, so an external person, how is this person showing up? Oh wow, they're extremely excited. Well, they're happier than shit. I mean, okay. If this is within, if this is information being retrieved from a divine source, how are you going to perceive it? Or how do you need to receive it? Ooh. And I dropped the other one and I felt like I should have gotten it. Let's see if I can get it. I'm hearing both. Okay. Oh wow, you got your tongue out in two of them. Okay. So, if this is information coming from within, how you should receive it. This is so funny. It's this energy here where I feel like you gotta be real with yourself on what's said here. I feel like it's like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, hey, you know. Okay, let me explain that better because clearly that shit, only maybe 3 people will get what I'm saying on that. Um, Almost bittersweet. It may not hit the ear well, it may not hit the soul well, but then when you look at it, it's like, oh shit, that really served me turn up, right? And then you see the truth of it, and it's very beneficial. You know what I mean? Happy than a motherfucker. It's like a little process. You know how sometimes it take a minute to be like, oh shit. And then you're like, oh shit. And then you're like, yeah. So this person is happy. And then it's like if it's just pertaining to self, it's like, but okay, all right, okay. So whatever this understanding is, whatever this ability is, whatever, it's overall good. It's overall good, and it's overall gonna help you feel good. Okay. Internal energies. I told you guys what was at the bottom. Get right so that all will be right for you. Okay. Internal energies at this time. As it is above, wait, as above is all around you. There's that divine connection. I mean, in between worlds, living out consciously. It's almost this energy of you're so heavily in tune on a divine level, feminine, which the divine feminine energy naturally resonates in the upper chakra area, which would be divine intel, divine love, understanding, clarity, communication. So, as above is all around you. Internally, you're absolutely in this energy of harnessing divine energy. This is the Five of Swords. Diffusing mental conflict within self. You're really pulling from a divine space within. It's this energy where the most innocent, authentic 13 again. We had 13 here in your runes. It's this energy where the most authentic sense of self is what's guiding you out of this maze, essentially pulling in that divine energy from the most high and all around you. It's a complete connection here, and externally it's showing. You guys are definitely receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities. Not only that, but you can clearly feel, there's this energy of clairsentience. Balance. It's time to pay it forward. Be open to gaining as well as okay, Lord, how I wrote it is crazy. You have balance. It's time to pay it forward. Be open to giving as well as receiving, non-judgment. Balance. It's time to pay it forward. Be open to giving as well as receiving, non-judgment. As above is all around you. 5, 6. Harmony within self. As above is all around you. You have to balance this this new evolve aspect of self. You're resonating in a higher frequency overall, possibly in a higher dimension overall. Feminine, this is the energy of a dimension shift here. Within, you're operating from a higher dimension, a higher level of consciousness, a higher state of awareness. I'm even hearing there's something here, instincts, reflexes, heightened. It's time to pay it forward. It's time to help. It's time to be an aid to yourself and others. Be open to giving as well as receiving. All of this harmony that you're channeling in from the heavenly realms and the angelic aspect of self, this energy can no longer continue to just be harnessed and harnessed and harnessed. By evolving and stabilizing different things in your experience and overall, that energy needs to be utilized. Pay it forward. Being open to giving as well as receiving, non-judgment. Don't judge yourself, don't judge others. Be open to what the divine is bringing into your experience, what you're ultimately aligning yourself with by divine communication, by true alignment within self. It's attracting in the right experiences, the right counterparts, the right perspective. In creating balance, there is that tricky in between where you're still stacking shit, right? They're bringing me back to this one where you're still stacking shit, but ultimately, as the stack gets higher and higher, you're like, oh shit, I'm doing this, right? And there's an overall sense of joy and completion, right? Don't judge yourself. Don't judge anyone in the process. Mind over matter. Ace of Swords. Let the help be helpful. King of Swords. Wow. We have a lot of things talking about help, assisting in self, assistance from others. It's all about receptivity. Feminine energy is also about receptivity. Any messages here overall? They're really pulling me to the power of surrender over here. Let's see. We do have a flipper here. Where is it? There it is. The moon again. The moon next to the moon. Ace of Cups. You've sent your call out to the divine. You've sent your call out to the universe, the sun and the moon here, right? You've sent your call out, but it's time to walk that sacred path. The only way out of the maze and into the new mysterious, mystical transformation, elevation of self is to really walk that path. No matter naysayers, no matter what, transmute lower vibrational aspects of self that would hold you back, you know? That would hold you back, feminine. What's anything that needs to be surrendered? Wow, surrender to receiving love and support. Be open to giving as well as receiving. The blessing that's coming in to help, same color, right? 13, 13. I mean, this is beautiful. You're in such a receptive energy, a divine space, that so many opportunities are open to you, so many blessings. Patience, you know, change. But with change, you have to do the dance, meaning you have to put in your effort and intent, right? The dance of change that welcomes peace and new foundations. The ability to be open and receptive. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. It's time to stop howling at the moon. It's time to stop seeking so much guidance, so much intel, and to just go. To just move. To just be the change, create the change, have the change, welcome in the support that's going to ultimately help you get where you want to be. It's mind over matter here, guys. As above is all around you. You have this divine connection, this divine support system and support team. It's time for you to allow yourself to really emotionally connect, mentally connect, physically connect, spiritually connect, and dive deep into what it is that you want to look at, that create passionately. Don't be scared to be intimately involved in the matters that you're passionate about, the things you wish to create. And feel it as any noun, you know what I mean? That fire in you that makes you want to go after, you know, and pursue. That creative energy, again, that feminine energy. With feminine energy, you have to be willing to be intimate, or in intimate situations, intimate conversations. That's not just sexual, that's just a closeness, an authentic revealing of self. The way you think, the way you act, the way you feel, the way you operate. You're going to have to open your heart and let the world in order to have the world at your feet. Again, that's not egoic, but to obtain inner peace. Full peace and full acceptance, full surrenderance, right? In the flow completely. Full mind over matter. You can no longer fear allowing people in, feminine. You can no longer fear allowing yourself into other nouns. There's ultimately this energy of, again, pure transparency. Being willing to really put yourself out there. Look at this. This was the bottom of the deck that called to me when I grabbed the deck. Surrender to the magic of who you are. When you allow yourself to be who you really are, look what falls away. Look what's in check. Lower vibrations are gone. You're no longer suppressing your divinity, your power. When you recognize the magic of who you are, then what? You recognize the magic you have. The magic of you, right? Magic is just our natural ability to control, manipulate, shift, or change energy, right? That's ultimately just what magic is. Our natural ability to change and shift shit, right? What do we need to know here? To help surrender to their full path, we do have teaching being left behind, as we all are the teacher and the student in our experience. Is there anything that needs to be known here to assist on your divine path? Be assisting on your divine path, please. Feminine energy. I do feel like I need to cut. Children. I do have the child over here, remember? Speaker. Wow. It's the energy of that transparency we talked about. Wow. It went in reverse. It went in reverse. Options. And it flipped in reverse to get my attention, but there's a need to make a decision here, I feel. Your divine path is calling for you to really make a decision as to what direction you really want to go in. The dance of change means change is rumbling out. And when you're in the midst of change, you've got to shape that energy. Remember, our ability to manipulate and control the energy in our experience. It's time to come out of an indecision. Period. It's time to move. It's time to take action. It's time to use your energy. It was just 31:31 on the clock. That's like a double 4. I just seen it as like this. It's like a strong stability energy. It's time to really seal the deal on this dance of change. It's time to stop dancing. Essentially, decide. Look at that. Time to decide. Wow. It's time to decide. My legs is tingling. It's time to move. It's time to pick a direction, feminine energy. What are you going to use this feminine energy to create? The time is now. You're fucking magical, bro. Ma'am, whatever. It's time. It's absolutely time. You're strong enough to grab the bull by the horns and use your creative energy. I just heard feminine woes, or however you say that, you know. Healer one to be seen strongly. Wow, feminine energy, look at that. Leadership. It's time. It's just time. If you go think about going back to school or whatever, you're free. You're free to do whatever you choose. Whatever needs to be done. Whatever is best for you. You know? Truth revealed at the bottom of the deck. Is there any guidance you can give on this decision that needs to be made overall for however the shoe may fit individually for the collective here? Look at this. Awakening. Projects. Renewal. It's a very lighthearted energy here. With this awakening, truth has been revealed to you. You kind of know what to do, I feel here. You've been working on certain projects. You've been bringing them into fruition through your thoughts, through your actions, your vibrations, the way you're able to shut down negative self-talk, right? You've awakened to more or less the truth of who you are. The truth of what you're capable of. You're in a full time of renewal. This is why the doors are wide open to exit. To exit this loop that may have been looping since childhood. Look at that. Awareness, opportunities. Options. Time to decide, remember? There's a lot that's been brought to your awareness now. But now you have to use that. It's time to use it. You can no longer sit on the support. You can no longer sit on the divine guidance. You can no longer sit on the upgrades, the downloads, the shift You know, the karmic shifts. Look at that. Mother healing alchemy. It's really time to, it's time to go. Look at that. Transmutation, purification. Exactly what we've been talking about. You've been made clean and it's time to go. It's time. Communication, inner truth. It's time for you to display who you are. Be who you are authentically in order to really change the dynamics in your overall experience. You don't want to slap the divine in the face by not accepting. Once you know better, you do better, you receive better, you operate differently, right? No longer rejectant or hesitant like there's always a back end. You know, there's always small print. You're no longer signing these lower vibrational contracts. What you see is what the fuck you get. There's no small print to be constantly overthinking and reviewing and reviewing. And no, and this is like a metaphor, guys. This is like, you know, what I'm saying is stop reviewing and stop going over mental. You're psychically tapped the fuck in. The truth is the truth the first time. There's no fine print. You've achieved higher consciousness. Now it's time to create. It's time to work with your soul tribe. The time is now. You're in the driver's seat. You're in the driver's seat. Only your ego, out of tune, will tell you that you may not be ready or such and such. That's just bullshit. That's why it's overlapped by strength, leadership, and the magic of who you are. You know what I mean? Be true to you. Balance and elemental kingdom again. Transmutation. Allow your baggage. Go bury your fucking baggage. Go touch a tree, hug a tree, whatever. You know what I mean? Just do what you gotta do. We're gonna get one love card, or however many is gonna come out. Touch a little bit on love. Matters of the heart here. Is anything? Wow. Let your friends help you. Again, in matters of love, it's still about being tapped in. When it comes to love, it's still about being tapped in, letting the divine help you. Anything else here with calling in your soulmate at the bottom and new love. Again, higher levels create higher levels. Period. And that's all nouns. You know, you create the next, right? Keep an open mind at the bottom of the deck. Passion, again. The divine is heightening your passion, man. Because your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. Again. Surrender to receiving support and love. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Don't fight the passions. Don't fight your heart expanding. Don't fight your heart expanding, feminine. It's a part of the process. You're growing. I'm seeing it like the Grinch. Let your heart grow and bust out of that box. You know what I mean? I feel like this energy here where different aspects emotionally have been reconciled, and it's bringing in the reconciliation of a soul connection. No matter what you paint the face as, no matter who it is personal to your experience, divine is just saying there's a reconciliation within self. Thus far, there's a reconciliation in a soul connection, either present in your experience or coming in. This is a matter of a soulful reconciliation. So it does, the physical don't have shit to do with it. You see what I'm saying? Physical don't have shit to do with it. This is coming back together on a soulful level. So whether you've seen this person's new face or not, this is a past life type of energy. I really feel a past life energy from that. This situation involves marriage. Why? Because if your heart is open, you're no longer karmically attached to lower vibrational shit. It's like you're no longer attached to unhealthy relationships. So, of course, you're going to welcome in a life partner. You know what I mean? That's aligned with what's meant for you. You continue to keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You don't create the person. but you do create the vibe. So keep your vibe right, and you get the right person. I think we're going to leave it there, guys. I love, 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 and appreciate you. This is what you need to know about your feminine energy. Finances and career calling to me with let go of control issues here. Zero resistance, guys. And for some of you, don't look at your financial state as a reflection of what your love life is supposed to reveal. Sometimes you get love before abundance. They're hand in hand, but it just depends on which hand is being stuck out to be shook, right? You get what I'm saying? I love you guys. Have a great one. And support each other's. Tribe it up in the comments.